The machines went quiet first, then her chest. No husband, no children, no calls or excuses, just me. I stood there, feeling the weight of the silence press in from every direction. In other rooms, families whispered prayers, wept, clung to each other. Mine stayed absent, as if their absence was a message. The doctor murmured the time of death. The nurse's hand brushed mine as she slipped me a folded envelope. She wanted you to have this. The paper was brittle, trembling in my hand before I even opened it. Inside, a key, a list of names, and one instruction written in a shaky but deliberate hand. Take everything they stole from you. Burn the rest. I met him 10 years ago. He smiled like he meant it. He listened like no one ever had. I thought I had found home in his voice. I mistook attention for devotion, kindness for loyalty. His mother, my now dead mother-in-law, warned me once over tea. My son only knows how to take, she said, staring into her cup as if the truth swirled there. I laughed it off then. Youth makes you arrogant. Love makes you blind. It wasn't one big betrayal that broke me. It was the pattern. Subtle first, late meetings, phone face down, the smell of perfume too sharp to be mine. Then undeniable, a message flashing on his screen while he showered. She suspects nothing. Not just one affair, layers of them. Women and secrets and lies, like a web he thought himself clever enough to weave. I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. I stored every detail. I stopped being his wife that day. I became something else, something patient. The letter in my pocket that night told me she had known too. His mother had kept records, bank statements, property deeds, offshore transfers, all under his name, but with my signature forged, my trust exploited. He wasn't just unfaithful. He was preparing to discard me without a cent, leaving me bankrupt, forgotten. She left me the key to a storage unit. I went that same night. Inside were boxes stacked like coffins, filled with paper trails of his theft. Every lie cataloged, every sin notarized. I felt no rage, only clarity. I planned for months. No theatrics, no messy confrontation. Just silence and precision. I contacted a lawyer discreetly, using my maiden name. I liquidated what I could, funneled assets he didn't know I controlled. I made copies of every file his mother had collected. I followed the names she left me: accountants, business partners, friends who fed off him like vultures. One by one, I saw where their loyalties bent, where their greed cracked. I let them believe I was broken, pathetic. I cooked his meals. I asked about his day. I played the fool so well he never noticed the walls tightening around him. Every step I took was quiet, unseen, until the day came to pull the floor from beneath him. The climax wasn't violent, it was surgical. It started with the freezing of accounts, then the calls from lawyers, the tax investigation, his partners backing away, smelling blood in the water. I told him nothing. I watched as confusion turned to panic, as his swagger cracked, as the man who once strutted through our house began pacing like a rat in a cage. And then, when he was desperate enough to beg, I gave him the final cut. I placed the letter his mother wrote on the table between us. His hands trembled as he read her words, the truth she saved for me. He looked at me then, searching for sympathy, for alliance, for something I no longer had. "You," he whispered, voice raw. "Me," I said, calm, final. He tried to fight. He tried to twist the story, make me the villain. But the evidence was iron. His partners abandoned him. The law cornered him. The world watched him fall. The house went to me. The accounts, the investments, mine now. Every cent he thought he'd bury, I dug up. And him? He is left with nothing. not even his pride. I visited his mother's grave last week. I stood alone again, but this time the silence was different. Not hollow, not abandoned. Solid, complete. I thanked her. For the letter, for the key, for giving me the blade he sharpened himself. She had seen the predator in her son. She trusted me to finish it, and I did. I don't feel guilt. I don't feel loss. I feel the quiet relief of survival, the thrill of justice delivered without hesitation. He thought betrayal made me weak, but it made me patient, and patience is the sharpest revenge.